first half. Play the Buckeyes. Stroud rolls out, looks backside, has Travion Henderson, but Michigan at 7. High snap again. Of that offensive line and just beat Jez Belusi, but there's the aggressiveness that I was talking about. When you have the lead, you can start to take chances. Shivers, and he's crunched. On 4th and long, 4th and 3. They rack up another sack. He's right here in the middle of your screen. He's fighting. He wants to show people that he can rush the passer, and right there, back. Not as much there this time. Tackled right at the line again. 4th and long, 4th and 3. They rack up another sack. He's fighting. He wants to show people that he can rush the passer, and right there, getting that sack is a. Indiana's ambush and take it down. Himself in the backfield, swallowing up that play before he can get started. Certainly forces Maryland into a field goal position. He definitely should have played McDonald Park.
Yeah, because this is his 5th game, so he officially now cannot rest.
This time, Pittman's going to run it into the boundary, nowhere to go. The Big Ten. Here for the Buckeyes. Stroud rolls out, looks backside.
That boy there is a beast, man. All right, guys. Wow. Eshawn, what's up, man? Who I got in here, man? Oh, Cowboys champs in the house. Mosey, what's up? Ready Red, what's up, man? Man. We got Deuce. Yeah, oh, Lord. It took every bit of me to get out of my vacation. This is my vacation from the Cowboys. Not vacation from work, but just my vacation from the Dallas Cowboys. It's Sunday, going into the evening here. It's about a little bit after 6 o'clock. I wasn't going to do anything when it came down to the draft. The draft is what it is. Everything is pretty much on paper. There's no, all we have, this is their resume. These kids coming out of college, this is their resume. And all we have is college highlights. So I try not to put too much stock into the draft, but this is something that we have to do in order to move these kids on to the next level, NFL level. And I watched it. I had other things going on, my wife's birthday was this weekend. My wife's birthday, every draft weekend is my wife's birthday weekend. So that comes first, family comes first. So we had to celebrate that and purchase a new vehicle, had to get rid of my old, but I was sad because that car took me everywhere. It took me to the moon and back. I had over 230,000 miles on that car, and I got my money's worth out of it. So had to get something else. But anyway, I got a chance to kind of peek into the draft. I've watched other videos, other live streams, respectively. And I watched breakdown film of each guy. Before I even came on here, I watched, breakdown film because I wasn't a fan of these guys until now, obviously. So I'm not going to get on here and say I knew every nook and cranny about them. I didn't. You can't watch every college football team. You can't watch every college football game. It's impossible. Especially now, if you don't have a life, then you probably can. But I personally, I can't do it. I usually do breakdowns of every single player. I don't do mock drafts and things like that. So I just kind of played it by ear. That's what I'm doing now. I can't really put too much stock, like I've been saying. But I appreciate y'all coming in. I know y'all probably busy Sunday evening going into another work week. But I just thought I would really just kind of voice my opinion about this year's 2023 draft for the Dallas Cowboys. It was a pretty good draft. It really was a pretty good draft, man. I don't like doing grades, but I'll get to that, towards the end. But if you did a mock draft, if you're one of those mock draft type guys and you're watching this live stream, and it's okay, but all of our speculations were wrong, about what we thought we were going to get and things like that, because I thought that we were going offensive line first round or running back. That's what I thought. First round, I thought either offensive line or running back. But this was a defensive draft. Everybody was beefing up on the defense. If you notice, if you're watching other teams, obviously you got to watch other teams and our enemies, our rivals, who they were getting. Eagles, they were all on their nut sacks. And you know how the media is, because they just lost the Super Bowl and, and everything. And everybody's got their eyes out for them. So they beefed up on defense. They got a pretty good defensive tackle too. I forgot his name, but the kid looked good. But anyway, if y'all have any questions or any concerns, I'll try to get to them, man, if I can. I'm not going to be on here long because it is going into the evening. Got to start getting dinner and stuff ready for the work week and the kids and school. About 2-3 more weeks left of school, thank God. But I'll get to my questions and stuff. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and do that now. Mean Mug, what's up, man? Hey, I appreciate it, dog. I appreciate it. Reddy Red said I watch more DISD football than I heard that, dog. I called it DT first. Yeah, hey, that's what's up, man. He's saying what you got, man. I'm personally happy with the talent we got, but until they play, we won't. Yeah, exactly. That's why I say this is just a resume. All this is really pretty much paperwork. So it's still the I think season, guys. We're still in the I think season. Don't let this red carpet and these guys in these damn suits and this fake jewelry and all this shit. Don't let all that pump your head up, man, because they still got to lace them up and play. You get what I'm saying? What we're seeing are college highlights, man, which is good because we got to know something about it, which is good. So just like you trying to get a job, man, you have to bring a resume, and they're going to ask you questions and good things, bad things, what you've been through, how long you've been on this job, how long you've been on that job, what did you do for them, what type of experience do you have? That is just the same thing, just in a different, obviously a higher magnitude, different magnitude. But hey, Ty, what's up, man? Is this the draft where the Cowboys want to win now? Great question, man. Great questions, dog. It's kind of going in that direction because it's been so long, and the way they draft are pieces that we need, are like plugins. These guys are like plugins. Like we've been needing a defensive tackle. Mazi Smith, the guy out of Michigan. Man, let me go ahead and talk about him. Since you brought that up, I'm glad. That was a great question, guys. Since you brought that up, let me talk about Mazi Smith, man. 6'3", 323. I'm hearing different weights. I'm hearing 323, 325, 337. I know he lost some fat, some body fat. He's been working out, man. I watched his combine highlights. He had 34 bench reps at 225. He had like 22 bench reps at 320 something, 325 or something like that. 6'3", 323, 337, fluctuate. Hell, I don't know. This guy is a monster. Like from what I saw on the college level, the collegiate level, was a monster. I mean, I saw just a strong pursuit, a run-stopping, heat-seeking defensive tackle, one tech. He has the height, he has the size, the girth, somebody nasty. We've been needing a defense. The last time the Cowboys drafted a good defensive tackle was 1991. Russell Maryland. That's how long it's been since we've had a monster on the inside. So we've been needing a defensive tackle a dominant defensive tackle since then. You get what I'm saying? So this guy's a monster, man. I just like everything about him. I mean, it made me change my view from one the offensive line. You know, I'm an offensive lineman and a defensive back guy. But that's something that we've been needing on the inside. We just couldn't stop the run last year. And I'm not saying that he's going to plug in immediately. And he's going to start. We all know he's going to start. He's strong. He's physical. He reads as he's being blocked. This is what I noticed. This is the number one thing that I noticed about him. When he's being blocked, he's looking in the inside and able to determine which gap the running back is trying to choose. You get what I'm saying? And he's able to fight off the block and go in, just move that damn lineman out the way and just get in there and just make the tackle. His vision, he has good vision. And vision is one thing you need as a defensive tackle, as a inside, defensive lineman, because you need to know where the play is going. And that's why I bring up while he's being blocked, he's still looking around. He's still looking inside and to put himself in a good position to make the play. So that's why I like this pick. The only weakness that everybody's saying he has is pass rush. He'll learn that. That will come. And I've seen some highlights where he did get to the quarterback for a QB sack. So that will come. But you got to remember all the other doors that's going to open when this guy is on the field. You get what I'm saying? So this will open up the door. Y'all saw Michael Parsons. I know y'all heard and saw Michael Parsons' reaction. He was like, "Let's go, man. Let's go." This will open doors for him and D-Law. See, they'll be so worried about him because they're going to have to double team him. Somebody's going to be, you get what I'm saying? Somebody's going to be free to get to that quarterback. So hopefully this will also help with the run, the running defense. It'll also help the pass rush too. Because you got to remember, it opens doors for other guys. It'll make other guys better. That's why they drafted this guy, to make other guys better. Because right now we're wearing D-Law out. D-Law has been our run stopper and having to do a lot of things. Michael Parsons being worn out, So we don't want to wear these guys out. We need somebody that can do the dirty work inside. We need that Warren Sapp type guy that can do the dirty work inside. And once we get that going, once we get that motor going, all the other cylinders on the car will flow better. You get what I'm saying? So that was a great pick, man. Great pick. A free safety. Another good question. Free safety. I think we're good at free safety. I really do. That guy they got, what's his name? The Marvion Overshawn. He's more of a strong safety linebacker type guy. I like him. 6'3", 229 pounds. They said he was a little undersized as a linebacker, but I see this kid as being in the box as a safety as well. They can do different things. You can tell this was a Dan Quinn draft. This was these guys that they got with the speed, the Marvion, I can't even say his damn name. Overshawn ran a 4.56 40. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is his strength. He had 15 bench presses with 225, so that's kind of, but I guess that's kind of good for. He's considered a linebacker though, but linebackers are supposed to be in the 20s with the bench press reps, man. So, I like this guy because you can do different things, and that's the type of defensive coordinator Dan Quinn is. He likes guys that can do multiple things, not just one assignment, and that's what he's drafting. This is a Dan Quinn defensive draft right here. So I like that guy too. We had a pretty good draft, man. I would say. Let's see. He reminds me of Donovan Wilson. Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Donovan Wilson. You can put him in the box as a linebacker, disguise him, and you got speed Speed kills guys. When you got speed, when you got linebackers and safeties that run 4.4s and 4.5s, that speed, they can run sideline to sideline. This guy, DeMarvion, I'm butchering his damn name. He can blitz too. He's really, really consistent with the blitzing guys. So we need a guy that can get in there and blitz. Not saying he's going to do that right off, but if everything falls into place, these guys still have to come and learn the system. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not all like, they still got to learn. They still got to put the pads on. So we got to hold our horses, man. You got to be happy and then kind of like at the same time. Let's see. Let me see if I can go back. Maybe I missed some questions. I'm optimistic about the rookie talent, but what you got, he's saying? I'm optimistic about the rookie talent, but we all know it came down to Dak. Without consistency and heart, I don't see us doing much. We didn't really do much with the offense in the draft. Well, since we're going with offense, let's talk about the tight end first. Before we get to that running back that they drafted in the 6th round, that his dad works for our staff and everything. Touching story. What's his name? Schoonmaker. Luke Schoonmaker. I'm just calling him Schoon. Luke Schoonmaker. I didn't expect us picking a tight end in the 2nd round. I thought that, we got our defensive tackle. We got our Warren Sapp type guy, which was a great pick. B+ pick in my opinion. But we've been before the draft, months before the draft, we've been talking. We've been hearing rumors about the Dallas Cowboys getting a tight end. We need somebody to replace Schultz. We need a tight end. Which is understandable because we did need a tight end. I just didn't see nothing really too flashy with this guy. Not that matters. He just looked really basic to me. I mean, he looked above average as far as what I saw with his highlights and everything. He has great hands. He can run routes pretty good. Looks like he can move the chains. He's a big play type tight end. I saw him catching balls downfield. He's not very fast. His agility is not that good. He's another Schultz. He just reminded me. I felt like I was watching Blake Jarwin or Schultz. That's what I felt like I was watching. He can block he can block. He's a good blocker on the end down there. And that's it, man. What is he? 6'6". He has good height and size, 250. He has good height, man. So all you gotta do is throw it up and he'll go up and get it. So that's one good thing about Schoonmaker. But that's about it with him, man. I didn't see anything really just out there, man. I'd have to see him, in practice with the Dallas Cowboys, man. It was kind of hard to be like, he just wasn't a breakout tight end to me. Now I might be wrong. This guy might come out and be a fucking Jason Witten or a Shannon Sharp or something like that. Probably not that far, but you know what I mean. But I thought that was like a C+ pick. That's just my opinion. That's to be determined. Let's see. Cowboys corner in the house. Oh damn! What's up, bro? So, what's going on, man? I gotta catch your video, man. I didn't even get a chance to watch your videos, man. Ron Don Smith, what's up, big dog? Cowboys Corner, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy, man. Also, Eshan, another filmmaker, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to him too as well. I think Cowboys Champs was in there earlier, man. Make sure y'all hit him up as well. Let's see. What else we got? Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's a good. I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That you could tell they got him just to make up for what they lost. That's all it was. He was like, might as well just say a replacement. Let's just hope that he can be more than just a replacement because we need more than just replacement guys. We need guys that can make things happen. Dak needs a security blanket. Schultz was off and on with that. He wasn't like Witten in his prime. Witten was a guy that could move the chains on 3rd and forever, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9. That could go to him just to move the chains, to keep the offense on the field, keep the play alive. And that's what this guy, hopefully they can get him to be. You get what I'm saying? Because it's tight end, you're part of the offensive line. I'm sorry, you just are. And I want him to be a hell of a blocker, somebody that can block without holding. And they got to teach him that, because that's one trait that they bring over to college. From college, they like to hold, So we need a guy that can also block too and protect Dak Prescott, because we don't know how this offensive line is going to be. Speaking of offensive linemen, who do we get? Asim Richards, offensive lineman out of UNC, North Carolina, 6'4", 309. I like what I saw with him too. He didn't look like a bulldozer, but he looked solid. He looked consistent. He had strong hands, pretty good footwork. His lower body was really strong. He didn't allow anybody to get, from what I saw, he didn't allow anybody to get to the quarterback. So pretty good run blocker as well. But he looked like more of a pass blocker, because that's all the highlights that they would show. So run blocking is my concern with him. But pass blocking, he looked pretty solid. But that's all I got, man. I don't have anything else on him. Let's see what else we got. Good blocker, good. Let's see. But yeah, man, y'all fire away, man. I'm not gonna be on here long, but y'all just fire away, man. Whatever kind of questions y'all got, man, just let me know. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. That dude there, man. He said got a boulder in Mazi, a missile in Overshawn, a highlight reel in Deuce. Well, I guess we go ahead and talk about Deuce. Man, this dude, what is he? Shit, 5'5"? He's shorter than I am. I'm like 5'9", 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", and some change. 179. He's lighter than I am. I'm like 188, 189, around 190. He runs a 4.40. He's so small. This is the thing with Deuce. He's so small. He could hit them holes. I like the way he was hitting the holes. You know who he reminds me of? A lot of y'all probably don't remember. This is the old school. Kind of old school, not too old, but kind of old school. Y'all remember Warrick Dunn at Florida State? He reminds me of Warrick Dunn. Warrick Dunn was around my height, 5'8", but he was just so tough and just so mentally strong. Warrick Dunn ran like a 4, about 4'4", 4'3", 4'4". He was fast. He had agility. He could break tackles. He was just a little juggernaut. He was a little general out there, man. And I used to be scared of him to run the ball because he was so small. But when he got that ball and what he did, he played like a 6'2", 230-pound back. So he kind of reminds me of Warrick Dunn a little bit. He has quickness. He can hit the hole really quick. When he gets in open field, he has just enough speed to get a big gain. The breakaway speed, when I say breakaway speed, I mean guys that can't be caught. You know what I mean? I mean guys like Zeke was. Zeke, once the prime Zeke, the 2016-17, when Zeke got in open field, it was a wrap. Like Pollard, when Pollard gets in open field, it's a wrap. You get what I'm saying? So I saw him, he would get in open field, but he would get ran down. So that was one of my concerns with Deuce. But I like everything else about him. He's strong. He's tough. He has mental toughness. He don't care about his height and size. He's a little man playing in a big man's world. He has a big heart. He can break tackles. He can do it all, So, that was a good pick. I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did. But I guess everybody else was looking at his size and was like, nah, So Dallas Cowboys wouldn't take a chance on him, Maybe he's a diamond in the rough, who knows? But like I say with all the other players, we'll see. He might be a special teams guy. He might be a guy that they put in kick return, punt return. He might start off as that, or they might put him. You just never know. Let's see. We're at 22. Oh, that would be cold, man. What's up, Brian? Yeah, Ward Gunn was a beast. He made me that team right after Deion them, because they were like, Ward Gunn was at Florida State like, what, 93, 94-ish, 95, somewhere around there. Him and Deion and Peter Warrick, guys like that, made me fall in love with Florida State. Those guys were beasts. Cowboys corner is all up. Yeah, Sproles. That's who I was trying to think about. Yeah, he's like a little Sproles. Yeah, he was 5'6". Yep. Sproles was the same way. I don't know, man. Like I say, his size is a concern, but you know, they're guys that back in the day that made it work. You know, it's all about how you use them. It's all about how, you know, the block that he has. He's also able to hit those holes. When you're that small, you can hit holes that are not there. You know what I mean? So the holes that he can create holes because he's so small. He can hit those holes so fast that as soon as they develop, he's already there. See, when you're big, when you're a bigger back, you got to kind of wait on those holes to develop because your size won't let you get through those holes. So, but him, it's different. He's small. He can hit those holes. He can make a hole that's not even fully developed yet. Yeah, Turpin. Turpin. Turpin's small. Like he's not a smaller. Turpin's like 5'7", something like that. Turpin make the right decisions, and you know he'll be a damn good returner. But he still got to learn, you know, which way to run. But yeah, he reminds me of Turpin as well too. But Turpin's a wide receiver, so let's see. I saw a question I couldn't do. Let's see. What are some concerns? I'm always concerned when it comes down to the Dallas Cowboys. I've been concerned for over almost 30 years, over 25 years. I've been concerned about this Dallas Cowboy team. When you look up concern, you see the Dallas Cowboys. In the dictionary, you see the Dallas Cowboys right there. You see Jerry Jones and all of them smiling, you know, taking a picture. Every time I make a video, I'm concerned about the Cowboys. There's always room for concernment when you're dealing with the Dallas Cowboys. I don't even know if concernment is a word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what direction I'm going in. Because when you look at the Dallas Cowboys, it's always something to be concerned about. That's why we draft. Because we've been having concerns. That's why we drafted Mazi Smith. Because there have been concerns at defensive tackle since 1991. Why did it take us 20-something years to finally get a defensive tackle that was a real defensive tackle? This guy has all the qualifications of being another Warren Sapp in the middle. If everything is done right, with no injury. So there's always a concern with the Dallas Cowboys. Always. See, I got to go to my preacher voice when I'm talking about the Cowboys as well. Especially when there's something to be concerned about. Yeah. So this is what we got to do. We got to break down who they draft and make sure they don't waste talent every year. See, I wasn't going to make a video about this. I really wasn't. I wasn't going to do this, guys. But like I always say, that girl came knocking on, my ex came knocking on my door again, on my back door. The Dallas Cowboys are like that old girlfriend that you broke up with. They just keep coming around. Every time this year, see, we break up at the end of the season. Because they get to cheating on us and fucking up and doing all that stuff. So I got to break up with you. I need some time away. Here we go again. They're talking about the draft. And they bait me. She reels me right back in. You see what I'm saying? She comes knocking on that back door with a little mini skirt on. In the heels. Yeah. And the lipstick and the makeup and her hair done, nails done, smelling good. And here I go opening that door again. Getting me off my vacation. I'm supposed to be on vacation right now from the Cowboys. But they pull in the draft to bait us all right back in. Because I was pissed off. I was pissed off at Dak Prescott for throwing a goddamn 2 interceptions. Costly, unnecessary interceptions last season. I was pissed off at the defense not being able to stop anybody when we needed them to. I was pissed off for losing to the 49ers a beatable, a winnable game. So I needed some time away. Appreciate the super chat, dog. Cal Heim, let's see what you got, man. What up, what up, what up? Thanks, hey, what up, big dog? I missed the beginning of your video. Was wondering your thoughts on our picks. Yeah, man. We had a pretty good draft, I would say. Once again, appreciate the super chat, man. Pretty good draft. You can tell this was a Dan Quinn style draft. We got players that can do versatile things. We got Mazi Smith, who's my favorite, who's everybody's favorite, which we've needed a defensive tackle for years and years and years. I'm not going to go back into that. Luke Schoonmaker, another Dalton Schultz, pretty much a replacement guy. Not too flashy, really, about a C+ with him. I like the guy from Texas, Overshawn, 6'3", 229. I like how we can put him in the box and do different things with him. That's a Dan Quinn guy. He runs a 4.5, 640. So I think he has the speed and the agility, and he's also a good blitzer. So I like those first 3 picks. I like all of our picks, man. Everybody that we've gotten made sense. The only person I don't know anything about really is Jay. No, I forgot about my boy round 6 because we got 2 round 6 picks, guys. We got 2 round 6 picks. Running back, cornerback Eric Scott Jr., 6'2", 202, running 4.4, 240. I watched his highlights too, man. And y'all know how I am about DBs, cornerbacks, because that was my position. I like the way he was a true ball hawk. This guy was looking back. He was looking back at the ball when it was in the air. He was able to make a play on the ball while it was in the air. I like what I saw. I like his cover skills. I like his man's cover skills and his zone cover skills. I saw a lot of cover 2 with him, but he was able to break out the cover 2 when the ball was in the air and make a play on the ball. So he's able to do different things. He's a versatile cornerback. So with his size, man, he's 6'2". He can go up with the tallest, those tall possession receivers. Hopefully he can shut them down and jump with those guys and get in the air and take that ball out of the air before then. Because once that ball is in the air, both of y'all are wide receivers. I'm sorry. So I love a guy that can turn into a wide receiver when that ball is in the air. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about as a defensive back. Because you're no longer a defensive back, and I sound like a broken record. I keep saying this over and over again till I'm blue in the damn face. When you're a defensive back, I see a lot of these defensive backs, man, they making these plays in college, but as soon as they get to the NFL, they tend to forget what the hell they were doing from college. They tend to forget how to play cornerback. When they're in the scouting combine and they're doing that defensive back drill, beep, 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 beep. The coach is doing that with the ball, right? He's doing it with the ball. That lets me further know that you play on the ball, not the man. The man ain't got the ball yet. All you got to do is keep him in your vicinity. Just keep him there. Make him think he's open for just a split second. And he ain't even concerned about you. I saw his eyes, man, looking on the inside. Peripheral vision. You need that. See, a lot of these guys, man, they get to looking at the damn wide receiver and they just run all into him when the damn ball is in the air. And I'm like, man, what the hell are you doing? So let's just hope he don't do that shit. See, Dan Quinn likes ball hawks, so I got a good feeling that they're not gonna turn this guy's talent over. Meaning, fucking, make him something else. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Drafting to take over now. I'm missing a lot of damn. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, man. When that receiver turns his head and look back, what does that tell you? That the ball is coming. And you look back too. A lot of guys don't do that. That's just like if you had a club and a fight break out, somebody starts shooting. Motherfuckers, people just start running, just ducking. Oh, shit, let me get out of here. Everybody running. If I see you running, I'm going to run too. I'm going to start like, what the hell? What's going on? That's the same thing. Just reaction. We at the club, we hear a fight break out, shots ring out, people running. I'm going to run too. Because I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get hit. The same thing. Just reaction time. You turn into a receiver. That's just common sense. That's my ball now. That's my ball. That goes for safeties. That's why Ed Reed and that Baltimore defense, that's why they were so successful, man, because they were ball hawks. That's what Dan Quinn is trying to bring to the Dallas Cowboys, because that's something that we've been running from for a long time. It's time to start getting players that are good, not just good enough. See, Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys, they've been trying to get players that are just, before I go, Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys have been keeping his fan base at limbo. Yeah, let me say that again. Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys front office have, for almost 30 years, have been keeping his fan base at limbo. Oh, man, what you mean by that? Getting players that are just good enough. Not good, but just good enough. So we won't get over that hump. We'll draft good beast mode players like Michael Parsons and in the past, Des Bryant. Players here and there. But they don't have no help, so they really can't be elite like they should. Like Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons, we wore him out last year. We couldn't get the best out of him because he was so damn tired, because there was nobody else doing any fucking thing but him on defense. Everybody else is just good enough. Yeah. Just good enough to keep us buying tickets, keep us in our seat, keep us in them seats, filling up them stadiums, in the concession stands, buying that expensive-ass beer and all that shit. I don't drink, but that's what they do there. Paying for parking. Just good enough. We tired of just good enough, because guess what just good enough gets you? No Super Bowls in almost 30 years. That's what just good enough means. So let's just hope these players, these damn players, and my daughter, she tore the fucking page. I was trying to write notes and shit. My daughter, she just tore it up, But let's just hope these players are just not just good enough. Everybody all excited about the damn draft. Oh, this guy's good. Oh, man, we got this guy. College highlights look great. I had to explain to this guy yesterday. We was out in my wife's birthday lunch yesterday, birthday dinner. And he was all into them highlights, man. I mean, he was just ecstatic. He was elated. I said, man, whoa. I love your passion, bro. I like that you like what you see. I like the picks that we got. But I'm going to say something that nobody else will not say. Let's just hope these guys don't go to waste. Because there's been a lot of guys that run through it. Guys, we do drafts every year, man. We don't do drafts just once every 5 years or every other year or every 3 years. We go through this shit every year, man. And they wear the suits and walking down the red carpet and got drones flying in there now and shit. Y'all saw that, man? They got the drones flying in there. These college players, they ain't got no damn job, but they just all of a sudden got these suits and these goddamn fake-ass jewelry on and shit. Y'all saw that? Got fresh haircuts, fresh fades, spray-on fades and shit. It looked good. ESPN, NFL Network, everybody's out there. It looks good. Hell, I was there when the draft was here back in, what was that, 2018, 19? The facade looked great. But we go through this every single year. They bait you in with all that hype and glamour and shit. But guess what? All those guys that you saw with the fancy suits and all that stuff, guess what they got to do? Just take a wild guess what they got to do. They got to get out there and play. All them highlights you saw yesterday, it don't matter. It don't matter. When you start a job, they ask you, they look at your resume, and they hire you. When you start, those expectations are really high of you. So they looking like, let me see what this guy can do. You probably on probation for like 3 months. That's why you ain't got no insurance for, some jobs. I'm not saying all, but some jobs. Because just in case you fuck up, they don't have, that's less paperwork for them. But they got to see. And you got a trainer and you got all this and you got to ride, whatever. Whatever you do. And then they talk. They don't even talk to you. They talk to the guy, the trainer. Hey, man, how is he? Oh, hey, man, he pretty good, man. Shit, he do this. I ain't got to ask him to do that. He already know what to do. Boom, he's this, he's that. Or she's this, she's that. Hey, man, he good. He going to be all right. And then they'll go to you and they'll pull you in their office. Hey, man, everybody got good things to say about you, man. I'm glad we're going to go ahead and sign you on and yada, 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 boom, 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 woo, woo, woo. That's the same thing these guys got to go through. They went back and they got in their chairs and cocked their leg up and shit, and they're like, oh, they're looking at your highlights. Oh, okay, he does this and oh, he does that. And, oh, okay. Oh, damn, he don't like the tackle. Oh, shit, he don't turn his head when he look back, when the ball is in the air. Oh, he's not a good pass rusher. That's what they're looking for. They're not even looking for nothing good yet. They want to look for something. They want you to do something wrong because everybody's replaceable. They want to hurry up and find something wrong with you. They want to push you to the max and see what you can do. And they want to hurry up and find something wrong with you so they can be like, oh, we don't want to pay him, so It's the same thing every year, man. These guys still got to lace up and all to the ball in a bad mood. It looked good. It looked good right here. It looked real good. It looked good on paper. Yeah. Because that's all you got right now, on paper. That's it. Nothing nothing else. Oh, man, we're going to the Super Bowl now. No, we ain't. You don't know that. What you talking about? These are rookies, guys. They're not even rookies yet, but these are kids, college kids. So this is what I hate to do. I'm watching all these other jabronis on here do all these breakdowns and film sessions and all this shit, which is cool. More power to them. God bless them. But it's only so much you can do. You really can't do nothing until training camp. Mini camp don't even count. OTAs, all that shit, because they in shorts and t-shirts. But training camp is where it counts. That's when we find out. And it's only so much you can find out in training camp too. Because these players, these are your teammates. Even though they're going to put you on your ass still anyway. But these players are your teammates. It starts really, really coming down to the nitty-gritty when preseason come around. Towards the end of training camp, when everybody's trying to fight for a spot and all that stuff. Yeah. That's when it really counts. The pads do the talking then. So don't let all this shit, this draft stuff, man, these YouTubers, guys that want your view and want you to donate and want your money and all this stuff, subscribe, all that shit. Don't let this shit pump your head up, man. Because it was just a draft, man. We ain't won no Super Bowl. We got work to do. These guys got work to do. It was cool. Congratulations. You made it from the college, from struggling to now the NFL. Instant success at a young age. Congrats. A lot of guys don't know how to. Man, I've seen I've seen some ballers in college get to the NFL and don't do nothing. You got to put that you got to factor that into perspective. Half of me is like, good pick. We needed that guy. Great pick. But then the other half is like, I wonder if this guy gonna make it. Because it's instant success. Everybody can't handle that. Everybody not gonna stay healthy. God forbid, knock on wood. One of these guys could start training camp, pull Achilles. Be out for the season. We won't see him till next season. Just like we got Jalen Smith. Remember Jalen Smith was a beast in college at Notre Dame. He got hurt at Notre Dame. But he was so good before the injury. He was so good that we took a chance on him anyway. But then it turned out he never was the same. He was good, had good spurts here and there, But he just never was the same. Those things can happen. So you cannot put too much stock. D-Champ, what's up, man? You can't put too much stock into the draft. I wouldn't if I were you. I wouldn't if I were you. You still got to go through here with one eye open. You can't sleep. You can be, that was a good draft. I can go to bed now. No, you got to sleep with one eye open. Because you don't know what's going to happen. I have to, man. I got to do it. I'm not one of those Cowboy fans on here, man, that's going to say good things all the time. If that's what you're looking for, hey, man, all you got to do is click. I'm not begging anybody to listen to me. I'm not begging anybody to be on here. This ain't about me. This is about the Cowboys. This ain't about me at all. This is about winning because we haven't won nothing in almost 30 years. since Russell Maryland to pick up and we don't even know if he's going to be another Russell Maryland. But to finally pick a dominant defensive tackle in the first round. We haven't picked a defensive tackle in the first round since 1991. Those are things that's why Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl. We were so dominant. We had Tony Tolbert, Leon Big Cat Lett, Russell Maryland, Charles Haley, Ken Norton, the best secondary in the league, Kevin Smith, Deion Sanders, Darren Woodson, Brock Marion. Don't get guys that are just good enough, because that's what you've been doing for almost 30 years. Get guys that are good. Yeah. But I gotta be. Oh, I forgot about Fehoko. I forgot about him. Defensive end, William Fehoko, 6'4", 276. You know, Samoans are always tough son of a guns anyway. This guy, I'm sorry I forgot about him. I like what I saw in him. I like how he was able to fight off blocks. He was a good defensive end. He has good speed going around the corner. He's a sure tackler. Sure tackler. He made some defensive turnovers. He was able to recover some fumbles. He was just one of those guys that really could take up the slack if D-Law goes up. Matter of fact, you could put him on the other side probably, depending on how they play Parsons and things. So you got to remember, whatever we draft, it might change some things up too. You get what I'm saying? So, Fehoko's was a good pick too. I give him like a B-, like a B-. But before I go, the whole draft, I hate to do this because it's bad luck for me, but out of respect for y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. My draft grade was a B+. B+. I want to say A-. I want to say A-, B+. I thought we could have picked another offensive lineman earlier, like second round, but we picked that tight end. I really think Schoonmaker could have been in the third or fourth round. He would have still been available. I think we could have got a better lineman, a swing tackle, a guy that can play tackle and guard, because they don't know. We got Tyler Smith coming back. They don't know what they're going to do with Tyler Smith. They're going to put him at tackle. They're going to put him at guard. So I thought we should have got, a better. I mean, no offense to, the guy we got from North Carolina, but he just looked above average to me. I'm sorry. I mean, I may be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. That's all. Yeah, I felt we should have got an O lineman in the second round. But when we went tight end, I was like, that's because the rumor was floating around, and it kind of came true. So they were destined to get in the tight end but I felt like Schoonmaker could have been around third or fourth round. He would have been there. So yeah, we'll see. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hey, if I'm wrong, sometimes being wrong is, as a matter of fact, I would love to be wrong. Because what I always say, I've been right for almost 30 years. So maybe being wrong ain't so bad. And I'm the only Cowboy fan on here that don't mind being wrong. Go to them other channels, man. They can't stand being wrong. Because they scared to be wrong. They're scared of it. That ain't me. because I'm not perfect. I'm gonna leave this world not perfect. And sports are a gamble. You don't know. All these motherfuckers that think they know everything, this is the I think season, guys. We don't know nothing about these guys. We know paperwork, but we don't know nothing about these guys. No team, not just the Cowboys, no fucking NFL team don't know nothing about these guys until they put the pads on and they go week 1. And they be like, oh, damn, this guy, he was a good pick. Right now, all we have to go off is their resume. And their resume is the draft, is the combine. That's it. But that's all I got, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all listening, joining me, man. I'll probably make a video maybe this week. I don't know. I'm not sure, depending on how the week goes. I can't wait till the season starts, training camp and all that. But y'all stay blessed, man. Stay prayed up. Make sure you stay cowboyed up and prayed up because you never know what the day is gonna bring you. Holla back at your boy. I'm out. Peace out, guys. Be safe.